DAFUQ Boom has been cloned! Today I will show you and explain new secrets that have been revealed related to the latest Skibidi Toilet episode 67. In part 4, we are finding new things that we didn't notice the first time. Even the greatest traitor among the cameramen has been discovered. In this video, I'll explain this and more secrets such as the appearance of 2 DAFUQ Booms at once. Could it be that he has cloned himself? What has happened to the woman's and what is the secret we saw regarding the brave cameraman? We'll discuss these and more mysteries today, so if you want to know about all this and more, stay until the end of the video. If you enjoy this type of content, I invite you to leave a like and subscribe to bring you more content like this. The greatest traitor among the cameramen has been revealed. In the last few hours, new secrets from the latest episode 67 part 4 of Skibidi Toilet have been found, which we covered in a previous video that I'll leave recommended above. However, even more secrets have been discovered. These are the secrets we'll discuss today. But first, let's start by clarifying a question that several had in the previous video. We had mentioned that at this moment, the robotic arm and leg of the brave cameraman could be seen since his clothes had been slightly damaged due to the Skibidi scientist's attack. In this way, we could verify that they don't have skin inside but are robots. Many told me that it was actually the prostheses they had put on him, nearly being killed in episode 57, losing an arm and both legs. So it's clear that when repairing him, they placed robotic prostheses. And some comments were saying that's why part of this robot was visible under his clothes. However, in that video, I forgot to clarify this because I already knew some would respond with this. Actually, that's not the case, as if we observe episode 57, it's true that he lost both legs. However, his left arm remained intact, meaning this left arm shown in episode 67 is not a prosthesis since the arm he lost was his right one, yet in this episode 67, we're seeing how his left arm, the one he hasn't lost, has robotic parts inside. Therefore, the theory that this is actually his prosthesis doesn't hold, as he didn't lose that arm. It means that inside he is indeed a robot. But then is it true that all of them, the cameraman, speaker and TV, are 100% robots, or do they have human parts? We discussed this theory as some cameramen could be seen with a human colored neck, while in other episodes when they lost a leg, a hand or their head, electric rays came out as if they were robots. Moreover, the speaker titan himself was initially seen with a human neck in episode 28. However, in episode 67 part 4, their cables are visible as if they were robots. How is it that suddenly they went from being titans with human skin to 100% robot titans? There could be two reasons. The first is that these cameramen, speaker and TV use synthetic skin to cover their cables or robotic parts to appear human, but due to battles, this synthetic skin has been damaged, revealing their robotic nature. And another possibility is that DAFUQ Boom initially intended for all these individuals to be human, but then changed their minds, making them 100% robots so they could lose their heads or arms without causing too much alarm or fear. So I'd say all the cameramen, speaker and TV are robots, although internally they might have some human organs, in which case they would be androids. But for now, I'll say they're 100% robots. Now let's talk about the mysterious appearance of 2 DAFUQ Booms within a Skibidi Toilet episode. They appeared together. Episode 67 has ended and the 4 parts have been joined into a single video that DAFUQ Boom published called Skibidi Toilet 67 Complete Episode. However, in this video, he not only joined the 4 parts but also made certain modifications in each part. For example, as discussed in the previous video, he changed the Skibidi Toilet logo so that YouTube wouldn't censor them. He also removed the music at the end of that episode, which was what we had noticed. However, they made an additional very significant change in the Skibidi Toilet lore. At the start of the complete episode 67, when the POV Grand Cameraman goes with his partner Grand Cameraman down the street among the background smoke, a green colored light and the shadows of 2 individuals can be seen. When episode 67 part 1 was released, only a single shadow was visible, as you're seeing on the screen. However, now with the complete episode, at this very moment, 2 shadows are visible, meaning there was a single individual before and now there are 2. And remember, whenever this green colored light appears is because DAFUQ Boom has just teleported to this location. But why are there 2 shadows? Could it be that there are 2 DAFUQ Booms? Perhaps he is indeed a powerful being in this world, like some kind of god, and has the ability to clone himself. This could explain why we often see DAFUQ Boom in different places almost at the same same time, even in that same episode when the Grand Cameraman gets off the vehicle, to the right, DAFUQ Boom can be seen again, but now he is alone. Could this be a third DAFUQ Boom in the same video, since previously we believed that this was the one appearing in the shadow of the green light, but now there are two shadows. It could also be that DAFUQ Boom has just teleported to this site accompanied by some other person. Perhaps he has a companion who helps him in all this, although we have never seen the face of that mysterious person, so the most sensible thing would be to think that it is DAFUQ Boom and his clone. I would like to know what you think about all this, so write it down here in the comments. If you think DAFUQ Boom came with some strange person, or if DAFUQ Boom can clone himself. Some have also asked me what might have happened to the woman, that is with the TV woman, speaker woman, and camera woman. Since they fled in episode 66, we haven't seen them again. That is, the last we knew of them was that they were hiding in the secret base of the TVs alongside the TV Titan. But they should have come out of there by now, as we even saw the knife speaker man. My theory is that we'll see them reappear in the next episode. Perhaps in episode 68, we'll see how this group of cameramen and speaker man infiltrate and advance through the Skibidi Toilet's base, and when they need help, the TV woman and her friends will appear to assist, as the TV woman can teleport. So it doesn't matter if she didn't manage to enter through the door, as she could simply appear inside. This might happen in episode 68 or 69, which would be the next season. Finally, let's talk about something that disappointed me a lot when I found out, and it's about the greatest traitor among the cameramen. This was a theory that existed for a long time, that there was a traitor among the Alliance's ranks, because in a sign from a previous episode, DAFUQ Boom had shown us the message of the traitor, but we didn't understand what it was about. Well, now we have discovered who this traitor is. To find out, we have to go back and watch the end of episode 67. After the POV Grand Cameraman managed to enter the Skibidi's base, the Grand Speaker Man was making an effort to lift this door completely with his last strength so that his brothers could pass through. We see that he was managing to raise this door completely. However, when the POV Grand Cameraman turns to see everyone entering, on one side we see the surviving cameraman next to the door controls. Remember, this is the subject who has survived the longest in the series. He practically appeared in the first episodes and is still alive to this day. He is the same one who laughed at the brave cameraman in episode 63, and in the previous video we had said that these controls were damaged, surely because when the Skibi scientist entered their base, he destroyed them so that the doors would close and couldn't be opened again. Also in that video we mentioned that the surviving cameraman can be seen hiding something in his pocket. However, we have been wrong all this time, because if we add these two things that have just happened and analyze the episode more carefully, we can see how at the exact moment when the surviving cameraman hides his hand behind his body, the electric rays from the controls turn off at that precise instant. It's as if the surviving cameraman had some kind of remote control in his hand and hid his hand to press a button and turn off the controls. This isn't a coincidence that it happened at the same time. The electricity of these controls went off the moment he hid his hand. And not only that, but at that very moment the doors became heavier and the great speaker man could no longer carry them. Due to this, he died and his head fell in here. This could mean that the surviving cameraman was responsible for the death of the great speaker man. He just killed him. Therefore, the true traitor we have been looking for all this time is the surviving cameraman. At first I didn't want to believe this, but all the clues match. At the precise moment when he hides his hand, the controls turn off and the door closes. Also, why did the surviving cameraman stand right next to the controls away from the others? Everything is very suspicious. As soon as the surviving cameraman entered this base, he went straight to the controls and stood there. Unlike the rest of the cameramen and speakermen who kept moving forward, it's as if this surviving cameraman had a separate mission. Perhaps all this time he has actually been working for the Skibidi Toilets, and this could be the reason why he has survived for so long. Why is he working with the Skibidi Toilets? To secure his life. He operates as an infiltrator among the cameramen, but in reality he's a traitor. The biggest traitor of Skibidi Toilet is the surviving cameraman. Although as they say he's innocent until proven otherwise, the clues are already laid out and everything indicates that he might be, although I still hold on to a ray of hope that it's proven that he's not actually the traitor and it was simply all all a coincidence. Everything seems to point to him being the traitor, but I invite you to write down here in the comments if you also believe that he's a traitor, or if all of this was just a coincidence that his hand turned at the same time the control rays turned off and the door closed. Who knows, he might have even been the one who destroyed these controls, as the skibidi scientist entered so quickly that he didn't really have time to damage them. So maybe the surviving cameraman himself destroyed the controls, and upon seeing that they didn't turn off and the door didn't close, he used some kind of remote to control. Either way, it's clear that the cameramen have managed to enter the base of the skibidi toilets and will receive help from the speakermen and possibly from the women's. We don't know for sure if the surviving cameraman is a traitor, but what we do know is that he'll be watching and accompanying us the whole time, while our mission will be to completely destroy the base of the skibidi toilets. If there was at least one secret in this video that you didn't know about Skibidi Toilet, I challenge you to like the video right now and subscribe and hit the bell to be one of the first to see all of this. I am Jorge Sack 115. See you in the next video, friends. Greetings to everyone and goodbye.